tell us about Born in a Fire.
Born in a Fire was a story which I started writing in Tenby, and I knew within the first few paragraphs, by the end of the day, basically, when that I was writing it, I knew that I had that I was going to do a collection of short stories, and I knew that this story was going to be the first of the collection. I had a good idea that the narrative was going to be strong enough to give me momentum to actually put a collection together. I had bits and pieces, but I didn't have anything formalized. And it tells a story of a mother and daughter. So you've got this young woman who is working in a kind of a roadside cafe up in the mountains, and there's an accident. A truck drives into the cafe. There's a big explosion, and she goes into labor. And the effect of this is there's a physical effect on both mother and daughter. They both come out of it with injuries that will last the rest of their lives. And it's about how they try and come to terms with these injuries, which are starting to define who they are, and also their relationship with each other. I'll read a little bit. So this is from the start of the story. Mama says she was heavy with me that morning. In the kitchen, the worktops were covered with all the ingredients and utensils, the powder, the soda, the yeasts, all the fruits, the creams, the knives, the whisks, all laid out in the order that she'd need them. She'd just turned the gas on when she heard the giant's growl outside. That's what she said about the noise, the growl of a giant. She turned and looked through the kitchen delivery hatch, and outside the front window she saw the eyes of a dragon swooping down through the fog. The growl reached inside her, grabbing me and shaking me. She felt me jerk and jump. And then the huge, flat, passionless face of a truck appeared, and before she had time to bless herself, it burst through the door and wall. It broke and crushed and scattered the furniture, and it pushed through the wall of the kitchen. And then she was on the floor in falling bricks and steam. The truck didn't stop. It hit the ovens, and the dragon's breath flashed and everything burned. For a second, the air screamed, turned white, and then, as it rolled by, it pulled the flame, and the heat followed the rush as the truck smashed through the back of the cafe. There was a moment. Mama was on the floor, on her back. The noise and heat were gone. In the back garden, the truck slowed and stopped. We're alive, she thought. And then she saw the ceiling above her come down. I'll stop there in case I stumble over any more words. But there you go. So I sent that story to a photographer that I know. And this is a photographer who kind of specializes in doing photographs of combat sports. And his sense of composition is really good, and the sense of character that he gets across in his photographs are fantastic. So I asked him if he fancied putting something together for it. And Sash, his name is, he's done a really cool job. So I'm looking forward to that being displayed.